So a common problem that I'm finding with a lot of the SMMA owners that I work with is that I'm finding that their bottleneck in their client acquisition strategy is the fact that they don't actually have the necessary sales skills to first of all convey their services effectively to the prospect, and also they don't know how to close deals. I'd definitely say that the sales skills aspect of SMMA is a massive bottleneck for a lot of SMMA owners, and if they can actually overcome that and improve themselves in that respect, they'll be able to get the case studies they need to eventually scale their business. So who am I? My name is Imran, and my background is working in B2B sales and also B2C sales as well. I've got extensive experience in both in-person door knocking, selling in person, and also putting in the reps, making loads of cold calls every single day. And yeah, just a little tip for you SMMA guys is I'm seeing a lot of cold calling on YouTube, and I'm seeing that it can be quite hard. It can be quite hard, but it does work. But a little tip for you guys, especially on like LinkedIn outreach, is first of all you should always be building a personal brand on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is amazing for B2B sales. It's so good. I'd say it's better than Instagram actually. So when I was getting a lot of booked meetings in I worked in like niche tax services, and that's what I was kind of selling our services on. So when I was on LinkedIn, what worked for me was this. So build a personal brand on LinkedIn. So get a professional headshot, boom, you got the profile picture there. And then when you send out connection requests, you send loads of connection requests out for companies that you want to do business with. You don't send them a message straight away. So a lot of people will tell you it's all about volume, it's all about volume. And it kind of is all about volume. However, you want to be strategic with the volume. So you can only send a certain number of invites out on LinkedIn. Let's just say, I can't remember what the number is, but I think it's like 30 or 50 a day, or 200 a week or something like that. But yeah, send those requests out, and then the ones who connect back with you, you'll then say in an introductory message, you'll be like, hi, thanks for connecting, and you'll leave it at that. That's your first point of contact. The second point of contact either comes when they reply to that message saying, hi, no worries, or they just blank you. And after which comes the second point of contact where you say, well, this was the message that really worked for me, by the way, and it was working that well in the office that my manager was like, what the hell, it was working so well for me that I gave it to the other guys in the office as well, because it was just working so well. I didn't want to gatekeep. I wanted to just provide value, help everyone around me. But yeah, I helped them with that message. So the message went something like this. So it's, hi, thanks for connecting. They either reply to it or they don't, and then you say, I noticed you do X, Y, and Z. I do A, B, and C. I think there is scope for some mutual business. And then in the last message, you'd be like, would you be opposed to a brief meeting to discuss further? And that message, it got me so many replies from these people, and they were like, yeah, you know what, because the thing is, you need to come across as not salesy at all. Like, if they have the inkling that you're just there to try to sell them something, then obviously they're not going to listen to you, and then obviously they're going to be like, yeah, fuck you, get in the bin with all the rest of these other 50 messages I've got on LinkedIn for people trying to sell me stuff. But the way I did it, and the way I crafted my message, it was really effective, and it made people, it piqued their interest, and so they wanted to see what I'm about. And so for the people that obviously booked the meeting after that sequence, I'll have the meeting with them, and a percentage of them will be closed. After that, there's going to be a certain percentage of those that even after all 3 points of contact, they'll ignore that message. And so what I did was I used this software where I could look at the private phone numbers of these people and find it. So I belled them up. So it's called like Lusher, Apollo, them sort of, you have to pay for them, these services. So I'd use that, and then I'd bell them up. And you're probably expecting, well, cold calling, if you've not done a lot of it, cold calling, the response rate is not that great. But because you've already warmed them up, and you've essentially warmed them up yourself, because of the 3 points of contact. So the initial connection request, the first introductory message, and then the third message, which is that one I just gave you before with the 4 bits in it. So when I'd call them, their response was not like angry. It wasn't like, who's this, wasting my time. I'd introduce myself like this. Hi, is that Mark? Hi, yeah, that's Mark. Yeah, it is Mark. Hi, Mark. It's Imran from. I wouldn't even say the company name. I'd say it's Imran from LinkedIn. How are you doing today? Like, oh, it's Imran from LinkedIn. Yeah. Oh, because they've seen your face now. They've seen it 3 times. It's in their short-term memory, so they're still gonna remember it because it's not been that long since they've seen your face a few times. So the calls went pretty good, and I'd say between 30 to 50% of them booked on to have a further meeting, which for SMMA. Which for SMMA is going to be a fucking goldmine for yourselves. So yeah, I just wanted to provide some value for you guys, and I'm going to be posting a lot more sales content to help you guys out. Hope that helped some of you guys out, and stay tuned for some more sales tips for you SMMA guys. Bow.